All right, so we are coming into, I believe, one of the greatest times on planet Earth, especially in our lifetime. 2026 and beyond are the Great Unveiling. I genuinely believe that. Why? Because we have reached a crescendo in society that is not sustainable. We're poisoning ourselves just as fast, if not faster, than we do the Earth. We're polluting everything that we once called sacred. We are tearing each other down on social media at record rates. People are committing suicide at record rates. I don't have to go on and on telling you all the bad, right? You've experienced it for yourself at different levels. Maybe you're just tired of this year, 2025, and you're just like, let's just leave that behind and not think about anything because it was so hard. Well, I want to just shine the light on something greater, if I may. 2025 was meant to look in the mirror. It was a great big fat mirror on planet Earth to say, humanity, look in the mirror. Who is in there? You have two voices going on. One is driving you nuts, and that's the ego that's been conditioned by woundedness and programming. The other part of you, there is absolutely nothing wrong. You are made complete and whole. That's the spirit part of you. That's the authentic you. The original blueprint and design that you were sent here to be and do. Not so much the doing and the egoic construct, because that is what really tears us down and breaks us apart. It's the being, allowing the surrender to bring up the original blueprint, the stillness in nature, like I'm in nature right now, the stillness and the quiet, to allow the noise to dissolve enough or to clear away enough to see that, wait a minute, there's two voices talking. One is driving me. The other one is bubbling up saying, what about me, the real me? I have a message. I have a service to mankind. I have a light, a city set on a hill that cannot be hidden. I have a shining, bright lighthouse of a being to live out an inspired action. What about me? So that's a good what about me, not the what about me, trying to get our own way. That's the ego. But the real part of us, the living flame, the living light of unconditional love, the real you inside of there, past all of the fakery, the masks, the mimicry, all of the illusions, all of the false hopes and expectations. Underneath there lies someone that is so beautiful and perfect in every way that is actually speaking and wanting to come out and be seen. So 2025 and the years before have meant just that. Remember COVID? Of course you do. Many people had horrific experiences, lost loved ones. Some of us were completely annoyed by it. Some people were in rebellion. You know that, you know it. You lived through it. If you're watching this, of course. But one thing that a lot of people overlooked, and that was the healing of nature that took place. Because man didn't touch it for the most part during those several years. And it's a proven fact that science has shown that the rivers, the lakes, nature, the animals all started coming back online with Eden, their original state of being the authentic, genuine condition that they started with. In other words, they started healing. This is what happens when the egoic self leaves the real self alone or steps back because it's being healed, and the real, genuine, authentic you starts to step forward. That's what we're coming online with in 2026. So that was a snapshot back in COVID to show us something greater. In other words, what God was saying was, if you just still yourself, everything's going to be okay, because I'm healing something here. I'm healing the egoic construct of man, if you would just allow me, so that the real, genuine, authentic Eden can come back online and be a signpost to humanity and the future of the restoration of all things. See, I don't believe the world is going to burn up in a big fire like religion teaches. I believe that we're restoring Earth to its original condition, and that is Eden, where everything was pure bliss, no ego involved, nothing bad happening, pure safety, pure belonging, pure unconditional love. That is what we are retuning to as a harmonic individual. You are musical, so am I. We are a musical note, if you will, in the resonance of who we are, the authenticity in our nature of spirit that is more musical than anything. So we're retuning to that which has never been broken and has always been complete. That's the real you. That's the real me. So we're healing the ego. As we move into 2026, what we're going to see more of is genuine authenticity. People rising, being their true, kind, compassionate, loving, empowered self. The one that actually gives service in such a way that does not leave a manipulative residue behind it, does not leave anything behind that would be unsafe. We are going to see safety rise through people like we have never seen and known before on planet Earth, except for that time before the fall, before the breach in Eden. So it's good news. I don't believe bad news is our portion. I don't believe bad news is our end. Good news, nothing but good news is coming. Now, will there still be fallenness and people doing crazy things? Of course, but it's going to become so difficult for people to engage in that because of the light shining so brightly of authenticity in and through individuals that it will be very, very challenging for them to act that way. This is why you hear scripture talk about it. You hear ancient textbooks talk about how we are the lights. We are the cities. We are the shining brightness set on a hill that cannot be hidden. We are the light of the world. We are the peace of the world. We are the very substance of unconditional love in the world. And all those things bring healing. So the more people ascend, the more people awaken, the more people become aware of what's happening, the more we will see healing in the earth and in ourselves. So institutions will fail. Institutions are going to shatter and shake and shatter. You're going to see them be disrupted like you've never seen before in the coming years. We're going to see the things that we've anchored our hope and our trust in be shaken at the core so that we can rise and be the indestructible version of ourselves that we are always designed to be and really are. Your eternal being cannot be destroyed. It lives on forever. And so we're going to see more of that light shining brightly so that we can all help one another in such a way that is not needy, that is not egoic, but that brings true healing to the planet and ourselves. So if you have something that has been stirring inside of you, that you have longed to be and do because you know it's the real you, allow the residue of 2025 and the old you to dissolve. Allow it to just come off through deep surrender. And allow yourself to be held and carried right on into 2026 and beyond. And when you and I do that, that is when we are going to live such a joyful, playful, blissful life that we've never known. So, welcome to the new year, the new you. We'll see you on the next one.